Welcome, Juice Nation. Welcome, YouTube. Welcome to Juicy Talk with Juicy Rhea. It's your girl, Juicy Rhea. And this is my co-host, Chris Jackson. All right, y'all. So we're going with our second podcast. Woo, 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 woo. We're trying to keep it going. One podcast a week. And when we get more into it, maybe two. But we're going to start off with the one. But I'm going to tell you right now, I got a lot to talk about. So we're going to get straight into this with world news, okay? All right, y'all. So the first situation with world news, this one is kind of sad. If you're a parent, this one is really going to get to you. But according to New York Post, former porn star Kathleen Bardex from Hungary, she's accused of allegedly stabbing her toddler. He was 1 year old. He was stabbed 9 times, and she took him to a supermarket in Italy and dropped him off on a counter while he was bleeding, shirt soaked in blood, and called for help. And everybody's like, what is going on? But when authorities looked more into it, they felt like she stabbed her son because her and her ex had broke up, which is the father of the son. They broke up and they were going through a whole situation where they were about to separate and everything. They went to court, filed for custody. He tried to get his son. They denied him and gave the son to her. Well, they felt like she got upset about it and she killed her son. She sent pictures and videos to him showing him his son's body before she even dropped him off at the supermarket. So I that's terrible, but I gotta ask my co-host, how do you feel about that? I can say you don't like it.
Whoa. There's a bunch of mixed feelings about that. Not mixed, direct feelings from me. Narcissistic psycho. I'm not gonna say I go with the death penalty. No, I don't. I don't go with the death penalty. I think there's things that's worse than death. Life imprisonment is one thing. Maybe put her to hard labor, whatever it may. Let her live her life out, struggling and suffering for the rest of her life. That's something that you do not do.
It gets to you as a parent. It's terrible.
I can't even ask what was in her mind. I can't even think about I can't get on that level. I can't. Nah. Like I said earlier, no, don't give her the death penalty. Life imprisonment, one thing, yes. She should reap what she sowed in this life. Mm-hmm. And for that malicious act, I feel like she should get everything that's due to her.
It just goes to show you need to be careful with who you have kids with, because if you that selfish that you will kill your own child just to get back at the man you were in love with, what does the child have anything to do with? But there is people like that that's like, hey, you don't want me, then you don't want your kid. And I can't fathom thinking that way, but there is people that think that way. And I feel like that's beyond measures of insanity. She's somewhere else. For one, she was a porn star, so he should have already knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? No blaming him. I'm just saying, again, think about who you have kids with, because that act right there can never be changed.
And I don't promote violence. I do not. I couldn't have my woman do something like that and not retaliate in a vicious way, because I would. I'm sorry.
Well, unfortunately, he wasn't able to get to her. She did it, showed him some of the footage, and then took him straight to the supermarket. And I'm guessing that she had somebody did it, but clearly she had found a knife on her in her pocketbook. So it's like she just did it not too long ago. you know, and then gonna come in there and act like she needed help.
You ever seen that movie Sin City?
No, I haven't.
Well, to all of y'all that know about Sin City, where it was that situation where the guy caught the guy, tie his limbs off, and then cut him off so he couldn't bleed out, tie him to a tree, and let wolves eat on him. Now, I don't promote violence. We don't do that. I would have did that.
And I would have been sitting there looking like, okay. Right.
I'm sorry.
But I mean, yeah. But you know what? Justice is gonna be served.
Mm-hmm.
They already on it. I just hate that for the child, and I do hate that for the father because he wanted his son.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I know the judge is probably whoever gave the mom the chance to keep the child. I know that judge is over there feeling some type of way, and as you should.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's the situation. I know. You know, R.I.P. to the little baby boy. He didn't even get a chance to live his full life. Because his mama is so dang on selfish. But let's move on to a crazy story. Oh my God. So, according to New York Daily News, a lady named Alexis King, she's 37 years old, was charged with masturbating at a car dealership. Y'all think I'm making this stuff up? No, I'm not. Okay? She actually, what happened was a client was car shopping normally. And they were shopping at Pensacola, Florida, at Bob Taylor's Toyota dealership. Okay, so he's going around shopping, and he goes to a 2010 Jeep Wrangler, and he looks in there. You know how you shop for a car, you're looking in there to see what it looks like inside, right? He sees a woman butt naked, masturbating in the back seat with her legs open. Now, when you went to the car dealership, I know you didn't think you was going to see nothing like that. But he seen something like that. He let everybody know about it. They came and told her she got 2 minutes to get out. Took a 10, of course, because she naked. She gathered her things, and when they said they got her and arrested her, they opened up the car door, and it was Funky in there. Funky Comadina in the Jeep. Okay? And not just that. Now, this is the nastiest part. She had a period blood stain in the seat. I ain't making this up. Okay? So she devalued the car. I mean, I feel like you should just burn it. But, you know, they probably going to clean it and sell it anyway. But, yeah, what's your thoughts on that?
Oh, I got to say it. Something made that monkey moist. And what it was, I don't know. But there's something there's something that you can do in your home, in your privacy. I mean, I don't even care if it is your car. You know?
Like.
I mean, I don't know what to say about that. I mean, and then not just that, if that monkey was that moist.
I need you to quit saying that on my podcast, sir.
Still, if it was funky and bleeding, I don't. Go home. Go home. I mean, I don't
know how you feel as though, like, okay, I've heard of, in the airplane, you want to feel like what it feels in the air, what do you call that? What they say when you have sex in the airplane.
Jet lag or something? No, not jet lag. It's the 100,000 feet thing.
I don't know. That's not it. It's a sign. It's a word. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I understand fetishes doing that. I understand just doing random stuff. But in a car dealership that's open, in a vehicle that might have had some tint, but not that much, and people are shopping for the car. How you get horny off of that?
The bad part about that is, if it was moist like that, there's people that come for it, but not stinking and bleeding.
It's not even about it being that, okay?
No,
I asked
like
you
I said,
stop saying that
she could have been
on my podcast.
She could have been at home. She could have been at home.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
I mean, or even if she ain't at home, she still got to clean that thing. And somebody would allow her to come to their house. And, I mean, whatever the case may be, but...
Again, it's so many men out here, they up here beating up girls because the girls say no and don't want to give them any play. Baby, you could have got it. No. You know, you could have got it. You didn't probably have to wash it. You probably could have got it. Okay? But instead, you going to have that on your record. And, oh, honey, you see that picture right there? She has no remorse in that dang on picture. She looking like it, I'll do it again. Okay? If I feel like it, I'll do it again, honey. But I don't know how I would have felt if I seen that. I probably would have screamed. Because that's nasty. Okay?
Please straight off back. I mean, y'all got to come get this animal.
Right. Okay? I think a dog got more common sense than that. But again, that is... I ain't even going to say what I was going to say. But anyway, moving right along, okay? So now we're going to go to, because we're done with world news. I think them two things right there done hit you in the flex.
Yeah.
You know, us women, what we thinking? We need to get it together. People need to get mentally tested more often, you know, because lately people just been doing some stuff I ain't never heard of before. But I think I hit y'all with that flex with that world news. But we're going to move right along to celebrity news. Okay. All right. So we're moving on to celebrity news. All right. So the first runner up is going to be Omarion. You remember Omarion?
Yeah.
Okay. He's one of the, that's how he did it. It's funny that you dancing like that. Okay. Because Omarion just went viral. Okay, so he was at a show dancing just like Chris. I think he was doing way better than that, but then again, I don't know. All right, he went viral for dancing, and you know that's not nothing normal. I mean, any different than anything else he do, but this dance was very different. So go ahead and check it out real quick. Yes. Okay. All right. Did y'all see that dance move?
I see it. Yeah,
okay. Listen. One of the fans recorded him doing that. And you hear her say, "Go ahead."
Yeah.
Now what she telling him to go ahead to do? Because I don't understand that. I don't know what he was doing that day, but he went viral. And he did so well with everybody looking at it, making fun of it, that it became a challenge on TikTok. Everybody's doing that dance, including me, because I'm about to learn the moves. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's so simple and crazy, but listen, whatever works for him, right?
You're right.
I love me some Omarion, but Omarion, baby, go back to when you was with the group. Remember some of the moves when you was, you know, and you wrote it a little bit. Go ahead and do that, because baby, that right there wasn't it. All right. So anyway.
Well, I mean, I heard a couple things, and I did see a snippet of it.
Okay.
I did see a snippet of it.
You said okay.
Shout out to Shula King. He said something about it. He was like, you know, the younger cats don't know what's going on. Omarion been doing it for a while, you know.
He has.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we older, you know what I'm saying? So maybe they don't get what we doing, but I can't dance, so I can't say that.
He can't. He cannot.
But, I mean, you know, whatever he was doing, what I seen him doing, he do better than me. But at the same time, that's not the original Omarion.
It's not. The original Omarion will be on one hand, flipped upside down and rolling from one hand. Okay? I don't know that day he was just like, look, I'm going to give y'all a little something. Okay, and then he threw his jacket down like he was Michael Jackson. Okay,
I didn't see it all. I just see a little snippet of it.
Yeah. He thought he killed that right there. And that woman that recorded said, "Go ahead." You know, she might have been Aunt Bertha. It don't take much to make her happy.
Right.
Okay, but let's move on, Marion. You keep doing what you're doing, baby. We still love you though. Yeah. Okay, so the next celebrity is Lil Nas. I'm gonna take my horse to it. Okay, I ain't gonna sing it. You know that's my jam. All right, so this is going to mess you up. He tweeted on Twitter that and I quote this, he said, "This gay S was fun at first, but I miss the PUSSY now." Okay, so everybody's confused about that statement. But I want to know what you think first.
Few things. There was somebody, I can't quite remember right off bat who said it. But they said he ain't gay. They said it. They said he's doing this for clout.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what you say. No offense to nobody, bisexual or gay, but he is bisexual.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no way I'm kissing a man on stage.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no way. He's bisexual. Okay, to each their own. No hate. But the reason why he did a lot of this stuff was for clout. He knew he was going to get this type of attention. Mm-hmm. And it worked. It worked. I mean, now he's on YouTube, in the media, all over the place. And I believe he accomplished what he was doing. But the man is bisexual. I mean, if you ask me.
Yeah. Now,
to each their own. Me, myself, I don't condone it. But I'm not, I have no say-so on that. I have no weight on it.
Well, my thoughts on it is that he took that whole gay thing and he ran with it and it worked for him. It don't always work for rappers. Don't always work for rappers. Some people said that if he didn't do that after Old Town Road, he would have one-hit wonder if he didn't keep on, because he did establish a gay-based fan set, and other people came right along because they were like, oh, he's living his truth. Let's support him. So that did work for him. Now, I'm with you. He bisexual.
He bisexual.
Because I don't care what you say. You can't kiss on somebody the same sex and not be bisexual.
I mean, it was for clout. That's all it was, and it worked. I mean, now he's at the top at certain ranks of certain things because that's what he was looking for.
I really think that, when it gets quiet, he want to make a lot of noise, which it helps you in the industry. If you always quiet, it takes so much to bring your brand back up. But if you stay starting something, you're going to be on people's brains all the time, whether it's good or bad.
To each their own. But it couldn't be me. Just saying it.
Yeah, well, that's what he chooses. That's his life.
No hate. No hate. No.
I just, me personally, I do hate sometimes how he goes about things.
Yes.
Because it doesn't matter what truth you live in. It's about respecting some things that you do, knowing that you have all ages as fans. Mm-hmm. And he still's young, and he still got to do what management say. Mm-hmm. But at some point, you got to think about the people that follow you.
Yes. And also, I got to say this. Shout out to Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown, you said it right. You're not homophobic. I'm not either. I mean, to each their own. You do what you want to do. But what are you teaching these kids? These kids in the elementary schools that he's going to don't need to know nothing about sex or whether you gay, straight, whatever. That's not what they supposed to be learning yet. That shouldn't be on their mind. Teach them better stuff. But when they get at a certain age, they make their own decisions. Right now, don't influence the wrong decisions or a different decision that they don't even know what they don't know nothing about it. Shout out to Kwame Brown.
But at the same time, and I agree with you and Kwame, at the same time, now you're saying you want the girls back. Mm-hmm. And if anybody following you, they're gonna be so confused. They don't know. They don't know. But I guess he's like, I'm gonna take both fan bases. I'm gonna take the gay fan base. I'm gonna take the the straight. I want them all, right? You gonna get it, man. That's just the way the world is. If you got some good music, and he got some bomb, some good, good old music that you gotta watch out with some things that he say in it, cause you ain't all. I don't live that life, but I can't deny I be wanting to, bop to his music sometimes, So I mean, Lil Nas, keep up with what you're doing, but just watch how you do things. That's all I'm gonna say. But you good with ruffling some feathers and opening some doors and opening some eyes, You good with that. Okay. So let's move right along with the next celebrity. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with Ron Henry from Black Ink Chicago.
I remember
VH1.
But I'm not for sure.
Okay, so let me show you. Yeah, let me show you the picture right there. Okay, and also, so he had an issue with his best friend. Okay, and his best friend was going through chemo, fighting cancer, whatever. And in the midst of him fighting for his life for cancer, Ryan went behind his friend back and was sleeping with his girlfriend while he was fighting for cancer. He was the man's son, godfather. They were sleeping together for a whole month. And what happened was, I guess he got through his girl's cell phone and he seen messages back and forth between them two. And in the messages, they had no remorse about how they were going to affect the dude or the son if they got found out about. It was just like it was all about them. However, that was like last year. Ryan got all, backlash from that. This year on the show, he actually sit down one-on-one with him on the reality show, Black Ink Chicago, and let his best friend tell him how he felt about it, and vice versa. He told his best friend how he felt about it. But what was strange is that Ryan seemed to not have no remorse at all. He was so worried about why did the best friend let his Ryan's own baby mama know about the situation. Yeah, it was straight like he was pretty much saying in the video, like, it wasn't about you. Telling the best friend it wasn't about him. What are your thoughts on that?
No loyalty for one. And maybe that was not, no, ain't no maybe. That was not his best friend. And not just the friend. I mean, the baby mama. I mean, come on, man. I mean, there's levels to everything you do. And there's lines. When you step over a line, there's no coming back. Sometimes there can be forgiveness. I'm not going to say not to forgive anybody, but there can be forgiveness. But once you step over a certain line, there's no coming back. And then not just that, the guy don't have no remorse for it. He was never his best friend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's what they were saying. Both of them agreed that they didn't want to be friends with each other. But we all trying to understand, like, Ron, if anything, if you're going to say sorry, how you going to hit that sorry with, it was about me. I was feeling this way. I was feeling this way. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about you. I was this and that. And then he said, you wasn't the only one that was hurt in this situation. I hurt so many people. And the best friend, like, what do you mean? It should be about me.
That was not a sorry. That was not an apology.
Saying.
That was not an apology. I mean, no, ain't no way. Okay, I apologize to you. I did wrong. Can you forgive me? That's all I need to say, or I can maybe try to butter it up. But no, but I did it because of you. No, that's not an apology. When you start shooting stuff back to somebody, that's not an apology. It's a fake apology. Mm-hmm. You're just trying to look good in front of others.
I swear, that's what everybody's pretty much saying. Ron just did it because he got paid for it. VH1 paid him for it. Because if you really felt sorry for him, then why did you wait for a reality show to be shot to shoot that part?
And not just that, why put it all out? I mean, if you're going to put it out in public, humiliate yourself when you apologize.
Mm-hmm. 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 Well, he did specify that he was going through something mentally, feeling some type of way for his own self, and so he just was doing whatever. He did say he was a dirty person for doing it, but it still was like he was mad because he told on him. He went to Ryan's baby mama and said, "You know what your baby daddy did," and his baby mama name is Rachel, and because he did that, and Rachel was not trying to let him see his kids because of it, because she felt like, what type of person would treat somebody that got cancer like that? You got to be a monster to do that.
It's dirty.
She was like, and I don't want you seeing your kids. You know what I'm saying? I think now they cordial, but I did see a post where she was like, pretty much saying the same thing. He is a monster.
That's lower than a worm's butt.
Yeah, I mean, he's done some stuff on the show, but I think this is the all-time low. You can't get no lower than that.
Oh.
You can't get no lower than that. I mean, it's one thing to sleep with your best friend's girl, but why he got cancer though, fighting for his life, that hurt.
That's dirty.
That hurt. And like you said, that was never his best friend.
No.
So that goes to show you, y'all, watch who you call your best friend, watch who you have around you, because just like you think they down with you, they might be down with your boo too. So that's a life lesson for everybody. It just ain't for Ryan's best friend.
You better not be.
I'm gonna poke you in your eye. What you talking to on the podcast? But anyway, guys, so listen, that is all I have for today. You know, I have more, but we're gonna break this podcast up and go with another run for this week coming up, because we will be sitting here all day. And again, I know you ain't got time for that. And right now, I think I hit you with a flex on some stuff today. Don't you think I hit you with a flex? Like,
I didn't know, I didn't know a lot about this stuff. So when you told me, I'm like,
surprise them.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so I done hit y'all with some flex. I think y'all need to take some time, go on home and get you some wine and drink and think about what's going on here, because this world crazy. But I might have a little bit more craziness for you next time. I need y'all to stay tuned, subscribe, so whenever I do post it, you'll know what's popping. You ain't gonna miss nothing, because I'm gonna try to get to the bottom of it. All right, so click like, you know, leave a comment, again, subscribe, share, let your homies know what in the world going on in this world. All right, so we're gonna say peace to y'all and have a good night. God bless. Peace.